Bing, bong, boom. It's Mr. Worldwide when I step in a room. I'm a hustler, baby. It's your boy Myles Hartsfield, a.k.a. Big 38. You already know the vibes. Let's get to it.
That is a crazy intro, but it is Coach Carey, a.k.a. MC4. We're back with a special guest.
Bow!
We excited for this one.
Hey, we got a legend in the room. We got Indiana's finest, SIU Saluki. We got, Draft. We got Mr. King Swiper. We got Carolina Panther. We got Mr. 21, Jeremy Chinn in the building. Word.
Welcome, man. We're excited to have you.
That was a great intro, bro. I appreciate that. For real.
I'm always up.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
He practices it.
Yeah, man, we in here. What's up? I'm ready to get to it.
Off season.
All men are created equal. Some just work harder during the off season.
Let's work.
Let's get right to it. Tell us a little bit about your background growing up and how it was, in Indiana growing up as a kid.
Yeah, so I was actually born in Michigan.
Okay.
I was born in Michigan, but I don't really tell nobody that because I don't remember living in Michigan at all. So I grew up in Indy. Moved to Indianapolis when I was probably 1 or 2. Lived there till I was about probably 6 years old. Then I moved to Fishers, Indiana. And that's mostly where I grew up. I went to elementary school, middle school, all the way through high school. And it was cool. I was raised by my mom. I had an older brother, 2 younger sisters. But yeah, my mom, she pretty much, she took care of everything.
Yeah. So I know kind of your story. So as that younger kid and being the middle child, how was it growing up in a family, older brother and then 2 younger sisters and all that stuff? How was that?
It was a full household sometimes. Sometimes like my little sister, she would go to her dad, my brother would go to our dad. So, sometimes it was just me in there sometimes. It'd be me and my mom. So it went from a big household occasionally to then it was just us 2 sometimes. You feel me? Yeah.
So that's kind of where you and your mom kind of built that relationship of how the trust and the love and all that stuff, just being y'all 2 sometimes.
Yeah.
Was kind of that opportunity for y'all.
Yeah, for sure.
My Dukes the Rock.
Yeah, for sure.
Most definitely, right?
Yeah.
So you grow up in Indiana, basketball state, but you play football. How was that dynamic? Did you play basketball as well?
I played basketball a little bit, but football was that was my love.
That was a love.
It wasn't I'm in Indiana, everybody's hooping, I'm a hoop. Nah, it was as soon as I seen football and what it was, I'm like, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
From a young age.
From a young age, he was like, I'm gonna go get it and it's gonna be mine.
That's it.
That's.
So I know, but tell the people you wasn't always this big. How was it growing up as that 5'6" kid, skinny?
Small
guy.
Yeah,
you thought,
small guy.
You thought he was built like this his whole life.
Yeah, I thought you were always the biggest around.
No, sir.
Nah, man. So I was always small. I was real quick. You know what I'm saying? So when I was in high school, my freshman year of high school, I was probably about 5'5". I got 110 pounds, probably soaking wet.
Damn.
Yeah. And then my sophomore year, I played varsity. So I started varsity my sophomore year. I was probably got to 5'6", about 120. You know what I'm saying?
Little bulky got 10 pounds, got 1 in. I'm feeling myself.
Put 10 on over the summer. And then my junior year, I probably got to about, 5'10".
Mm-hmm.
And then
little growth spurt.
I was probably about 160, 170 my junior year.
We growing.
And then that summer before my senior year of high school, that's when I started to go up. And I was growing so fast, I had hamstring problems,
because your body was growing, you're just growing
so I missed half my senior season just because of growing pains.
You said hamstring, so your knees bothered you, everything?
All that.
Everything
I'm
in your
growing
body.
so fast.
You trying to catch up with your body at this point.
Real life.
That's crazy. That's a lot of growth in such a small
Really,
period
so
of
actually
time.
I missed half my, I would say half my junior year. Not my senior, I played my senior year. Half my junior year, I missed just off straight.
To growing.
Yeah.
Wow.
So your mom had you going to all these doctors and stuff trying to see how to fix it, or it was
all natural?
It just worked itself out. Yeah, it just worked itself out.
So in high school, you weren't the highest recruited guy. How was that kind of process? You knew what you wanted to attain. Like you just said, you were like, football was my dream. I was going to get it by any means. But you weren't the dude who had the 40 offers to choose a school to go to. How was that mentally, and how was that, how'd that weigh on your football experience?
I wasn't recruited at all for real. I ain't had no FBS offers. I would see coaches and teams come in and look at my teammates and just like not even ask about me.
Wow. I bet you they're kind of mad that they weren't looking at you now, looking about the size, the frame, where you're at in the league.
But I feel like that kind of, helped mold me like to who I was though, because it's like you don't see me, you know what I'm saying? You don't see what I'm doing, but like whatever. I had coach. His name was Coach Reardon, Joe Reardon. He one of the best coaches I can mentors I can look back and say that I have in my life, because he always saw it in me. He was like, man, just it's God's plans. Just stay focused. Like, don't worry about it. Like, your time will come. Just keep on doing what you're doing. I'm like, all right, whatever. And it was tough because I'm like, man, I know I'm better than these. Like, all these guys who's getting all these offers, whatever. But it's like, all right, everything will fall into the place. I'm gonna just keep doing my thing, and the rest will take care of itself. Yeah, it was frustrating though, for sure.
So, what ended up happening? You getting that offer to SIU? How did that process go?
Yeah, so I got offered by Coach Elson.
Shout out to Coach Elson.
Shout out Coach David Elson. He was a D coordinator at SIU at the time, and I met him at a summer camp before my senior year of high school. And we kept a relationship, so probably about maybe week 4 or 5 of my senior year, he called me, he offered me. I remember the whole conversation. He called me and offered me, and I just started crying. I'm like, this is it. That's all, because I knew that's all I needed.
You just needed one.
That's all I needed, bro. Like, I got it.
You got the one
I'm in
that's
there.
Like,
My foot is in the door.
Mom don't got to pay for school. I'm about to go take advantage of this opportunity and just do what I got to do.
I was like, I'm never looking back.
Never looking back. That's the way to go about it. So you get the offer. You go to SIU. How was that experience? Small, not a big major school, but again, you didn't have the offer, so you didn't know how to really compare it to what it was. So
Right.
How was that opportunity at SIU, and what did you do to take advantage of it?
Well, so when I stepped on campus at SIU, I kid you not, I'm like, man, I can come in here, I can play right now. Like, I'm gonna be here for 3 years and I'm going to the league.
How big were you going into your freshman year of college?
When I stepped on campus, I was about 6'2", 190.
Okay, so you had
the growth spurt happened.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
So you had a size ready to go.
Yeah. I just had to, bulk up a little bit, whatever. I'm a freshman in high school, in college, so I mean,
Nobody comes in the
You don't
freshman
come in
year.
there yoked up.
Right,
The
exactly.
only person I ever seen that was yoked up at Ole Miss was DK Metcalf. Like, he came in.
Freshman year, he was like that freshman year. Like
he wasn't built like how he is now, but
Wait, he was bigger than a regular
he
freshman?
was bigger than a regular freshman.
I mean, he's different.
Yeah. So keep going.
Back to you.
Keep going.
So yeah, I stepped on. I'm like, look, I'm gonna be here for 3 years, whatever, and I'm going to the league. That was just my mindset. Like, I'm at a spot I can play right now. I can. My competition level, like, I couldn't control that.
Right.
So I mean, if that was something that's gonna hold me back, like, I was like, that's out of my control. So I can only play who's in front of me, and I just put my best foot forward. And like I said, I didn't look back.
So I remember when you guys came to Ole Miss, and we had that wide receiver core of AJ, DK, Lodge. We had our offense was
Tiama was a quarterback.
Jordan Town was a quarterback. We had running backs. We had every position on offense. We just weren't a good team. I remember you just went crazy. That was kind of the game, one of the games that put you on. That was like, all right, who is this dude? Let's take a deeper look at it.
I remember watching that game too, because I'm friends with Stone Labano, so I was locked into the game. And I remember seeing you running around making all these plays, and coming from FCS school, like, I didn't know who you were, but I just saw you flying around making play after play. I'm like, who is this guy?
We're on the sideline like, why he not on my team? Like, what's going on? He over here smacking them. It was crazy. Like, just to see, and like, you go into those games as Ole Miss, you like, oh, we got SIU, like, we gonna be out by halftime, but we were losing at halftime.
Yeah.
And y'all were ready, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably came in like,
that's the game. Like, that's for a small school. You get a team like SEC team as a small FCS school. Like, that's the game you circle. Like, that's the one. Like,
because that's the one that's on TV. Like, you playing in big
like, we
time.
playing in front of 40,000. Like, we don't never get to play in front of that many people. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is our Super Bowl. Like, we trying to come in and embarrass.
I'm trying to show out real quick. Hold on. Yeah. We got to win this game right here.
Right, come on now.
So, when was the time when you were like, you thought to yourself, like, all right, all those dreams that I had as a young kid and all the stuff that I dreamt about playing football, and you were like, all right, the league is possible. Going to SIU, I know there's probably a couple dudes that went before you and stuff like that, but how was it? What was your experience like when you were like, oh, I can really do this?
I would say, I'm going to go back, like, it's always been a dream. Obviously, it's always been something that's like, even when I was in like 3rd grade, it's like, all right, I'm being middle school for 2 years. Okay, then high school for 4 years. College, 3 or 4 years. I was like, you put that together, what's that? 10 years from now, or 10 years from now, I'm gonna be in the league. So if I'm, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and then
you
like
putting the roadmap.
that's what I'm saying. I'm already like, this is my map. This is how I'm gonna get there. These are the steps. This is what I gotta go through. Whatever. But like when I got to college, probably my junior year, I played with a safety. Ryan Neal is my brother. I love him to death. I played with him my freshman and sophomore year. He's 2 years older than me. And my junior year was his rookie year in the league, and I saw him make it. So I'm like, all right, my time is coming. Like,
You felt it.
yeah.
You were like somebody.
And it just because I saw him do it. So it's just like it put everything like, all right, this how it's gonna happen. Like, and, you know, as long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, like
It's possible.
Mm-hmm.
All you needed was the opportunity to do it.
That's it.
So, you know, draft comes around and stuff like that. What was, because you knew you were getting drafted at that point.
Your name was everywhere. Everybody, like, you were high on a lot of boards.
Everybody's
So
like,
you had to have known like that was coming.
Mm-hmm.
So what was it like nerve-wise? How was it like the experience of going through draft combine, going to the
Did
combine?
you visit teams and stuff like that?
How did that process go for you?
The pre-draft process?
Yeah.
The pre-draft process was long. It was rigorous. And like you just put your best foot forward. Like it got to the point of like you got interviews, you got the combine, you got the Senior Bowl, you got 30 we didn't have the 30 meetings because COVID, but
Yeah.
by the time the draft actually came, like I was like, all right, whatever happens. I go first round, I go undrafted. I know I put my best foot forward.
You put the
You know what I'm saying? Like whatever happens, it's just like the opportunity. I didn't really care how I got into the league,
Right,
to be honest with you.
I
didn't care if
I wanted to get in at
I could be the number 1 overall pick. I could be Mr. Irrelevant. I could be undrafted.
Yep.
I get into this league, man.
Somebody's
somebody's not getting taken.
It doesn't matter how I got in. So
when you were coming out, they were talking big about how, like your versatility, and I think that's the biggest thing I saw just from that Ole Miss game alone is like you can cover, you can make you can make plays behind the line of scrimmage before that stuff even happens. You don't see that often.
Yeah.
I mean, like he was telling me, you played like 7 different positions 1 year.
This man played free safety, go down to Will, we'll go to Grizzly, we'll go to Strong, we'll go to Sam. I'm like, bro,
So-
how you even
How's that mental?
The dude had his own meetings because he played so many positions. Like
That don't happen.
like sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and I know that got lonely a little bit. He'll come out and he'll come with us. Sometimes he'll be like, man, I get to be around.
Sometimes I'll walk out the meeting room like, yo, I need a break from Al, man.
You and Al just looking at each other. He dissecting every movement you do.
Listen, don't let me mess up. And it's just me and Al in there. I'm like,
He's not looking at nobody else. He's just looking at, all right, what is this?
man.
So
that was probably one of like the best for like a young player like developing. That was probably the best thing I could ever get, like ever ask for.
right.
So like I would,
Learning a lot of different positions.
Especially from a dude like that who knows so much about football, who's been a defensive coordinator, who's been calling plays before, and who has the experience to basically put all this stuff into you.
That was the best situation I could probably walk into. Yeah.
Having to have that own meeting and really dissect the game and learn the game from kind of a coaching aspect at that point, because he was only coaching you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So I think that was pretty cool. And then how was it, coming in as you were a safety in college, and then they move you to backer? How was that transition? And like, was it tough, or was it more easier than people made it seem?
Really, I just had to be a sponge. Like, my first rep of ever playing linebacker in my entire life was in the NFL.
That's nuts.
Like, I ain't never played linebacker.
Really?
I was never in the box. I was never like.
Always playing safety?
In college I played straight safety. In high school I played corner and running back.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I was never a linebacker.
Positions.
I was never a linebacker, but like, having that one-on-one coaching and just the belief, like, I'm gonna get on this field, I'm gonna make this football team better any way possible. So wherever you need me to go.
And the NFL is kind of evolving to where linebackers are more looking like you in the sense of they could do what safeties do.
Exactly.
Like it's hard seeing like someone that's just like a linebacker. You have them, but a lot of times they're edge rushers, or you may have one guy that just plays the mic. But you're kind of like changing the game in a way right now, having your own position, which is like very innovative in today's game.
Because it needs to be, because like all these offenses come out with 11 personnel, and like these wide receivers are being and these tight ends are wide receivers.
It's crazy.
Wide receivers, so you're not like football's evolving into, obviously it's a passing game. The easy way to score is through the air. So like the easy way to stop it is to put another athletic person to guard a tight end.
And do it all.
You know what I'm saying? To be able to blitz and stuff like that. And you know, I think that's where you really excelled at. It was basically just like you said, being a sponge and being able to, well, as a rookie to play that many positions and be able to be not just play, but be good, be productive.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like people don't do that.
What was the routine like rookie year? You know, you have all those meetings, you go to practice, but like is there a lot of extra stuff that you were doing just to kind of stay on top of everything with all that knowledge that you had to soak in?
Yeah, there was extra stuff. I didn't honestly my rookie year. I didn't really have that much of a real routine. I think that's kind of where I made the step my second year. Like as far as understanding like the importance of taking care of my body and like things that I'm doing outside of the building, outside of the facility to help me just be ready to be just the same person every single week, every single day. So that's a big step that I really took my second year. But.
So what are, like, if you could think back, what are like some people that you idolized as a kid that you kind of morphed your game around now?
Man, a lot of people. Growing up, I was a big Colts fan. So Bob Sanders was one of them. Ed Reed, obviously, Troy Polamalu, Ray Lewis, and like I said, when I was in high school, I was a running back growing up. So like LT.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
LT was one of my favorite players. You know, Chris Johnson and like those dudes, but you know, even today, like I'll watch some Troy Polamalu highlights and like the way he makes plays, like it's so unorthodox. It's straight.
He did it his way.
He just knows football.
It's not coached. It's just like
off instinct.
Like how does he know this is about to happen? Like he understands the game. He understood the game, and you know, I'm get to that point eventually. But yeah.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Big swipe. You already know. But you know, seeing someone who can, like, it was kind of me being a rookie and coming in with you. It was like kind of like cool to see, like you see, like the not only were you like humble enough to take on these positions, but you know, I could ask you a question. You'd be like, bro, I'll tell you how to do this. Boom, boom, boom. I could learn from somebody that was came in the same time, playing the same positions and all that. Like it was kind of cool seeing you run from one side of the field to the other side of the field, the hustle and like that stuff that people can't teach. Like the anybody can be taught like, all right, play this gap. But when that joint busts and you gotta figure it out on the fly, that's something I think that you've definitely excelled in, and being able to FIL figure it out and just being able to, hey, coach can't coach everything.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be able to put you in every great position. Sometimes you're gonna be put in a bad position. You gotta be able to figure it out at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's where you really excelled at, especially in year 2. You know, I think, you know, year 3, bro, I think it's about to be crazy. Like, what are some of the goals this year moving into year 3?
Season 3 goals.
Season 3. Tell them.
See,
I need an exclusive right here. What are some goals?
Win a Super Bowl.
Ooh.
That's the goal, right? Every year, that's the goal. If you going into it, that's not your goal.
Something's wrong.
So you're saying like win a Super Bowl, everything else comes with it. All the personal accolades.
You win a Super Bowl, every personal thing that you could possibly want, that shit. I mean, sorry.
Nah, you good.
You good.
That's gonna come into fruition, man. It's gonna come. So win. Everybody gonna get taken.
I like that. 'Cause, you know, a lot of times you're expecting to see, I want to make 100 tackles, I want to have a couple picks and PBUs, but right off the top, that's a focus level. That's a focus right there.
Yeah.
And I mean, if he's got it, I mean, I know it's trickling down to everybody else in the Panthers organization. So that's going to be infectious. And you guys, damn, I'm excited. That got me a little excited, juiced out to watch y'all now.
That truly shows the character of you, like, because most people that came in here and be like, I want to exactly say 100 tackles, 100 this.
The
but
personal stuff.
If the team does well, obviously the person had the impact to make the team do well.
Yep.
So, like, you know, I honestly think this might be the year. Like, obviously, defense is going to do what we do.
Y'all nasty on defense over there. Defense over in Carolina is just disgusting.
But it's a thing where we play together.
I see that. You can see that watching it.
But we have fun.
Yeah.
Like, it's no very, like, you go into a meeting, like, you come into our DB meetings and it's like, somebody's getting joke cracked on, like, a regular, somebody, like,
ain't nobody safe, man.
And your coach is not safe. Like,
really?
It don't matter who you are. Like, an offensive lineman can't walk in our room and sit in our room and feel comfortable.
At all.
Oh, it's going to be.
And if an O-lineman come in, don't let him start saying something. Because when he starts saying something,
everybody's getting on it. It don't
It's
matter.
over for that guy.
I don't even
He'll
know.
never want to walk in our room again.
Ever.
Bro, it's a, like.
How's the communication? On field and off field.
On-field communication?
What you guys?
In the back end?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all it is.
It's just bam.
We run the show back there, baby.
That's all it is.
That's good to see. That's good to hear.
So let's step away from football right now and kind of dive into Jeremy outside of football. So what are some of the things that you like to do? I know golfing's one of them that you picked up.
Yo.
I can't get into it.
I said to him before, I said, I heard he golfed, I said, I just went to Myrtle Beach and golfed twice in 5 days. We got to get out there and
I've
play.
been slacking, man. I've been slacking. I ain't been golfing like probably 2, almost 3 weeks. So I got to get back out there.
That's slacking. I ain't golfed in
24
years.
The thing is, so I just got into it. So I got a pair of golf clubs from PXG. Shout out PXG.
Shouts out to you, dog.
You know what I'm saying? They sent me. Actually, I went up to get fitted.
I was gonna say, did you get fitted?
I went up to get fitted for a custom pair, and they overnighted the club. So I went and got fitted on like a Thursday, and I had them like at my apartment on Monday.
They had them ready.
Send them. They need to be
They
there.
want you to be playing.
So I was like, dang, like I gotta take advantage. Like I gotta get out there. So like after I got them, I was literally on the range like for like 2 weeks straight.
Taking lessons?
Like every day. I am taking a lesson.
So this is all,
I plan on taking.
What do you watch, like YouTube videos just like how to? Or is it all just natural? You said I'm gonna go out there and
it's all natural.
Wow.
He said, I'm
Like,
him.
It's all, no, I haven't even like watched I might like now like if I'm scrolling or whatever it'll pop up.
Yeah, because you got the
they
search
watching,
and
they
listening to
They
everything.
listen to everything you
You
say.
know what I'm saying?
I get stuff on my TikTok and Instagram stuff that pops up all the time.
Right,
Like how to fix a slice.
You know what I mean? Like I get golf videos all the time. Like I know y'all watching me. But so I hit the range probably like 2 weeks straight, and I was getting out there. You know what I'm saying? I went golfing with Rule a couple times.
Okay.
Oh, that's
you know what
dope.
I'm saying? Christian, we've been out there. Shaq.
Are you competing with these people, or are they good enough and you're like?
We always competing. Even if like I know they're better than me, I'm like, give me a handicap.
You got it?
Yeah,
Get a couple
give me a handicap. Like even if they don't know I'm competing with them, I'm like,
You're competing with them in your own
You got your
head.
head down like.
you know what I'm saying?
He's
Right.
looking at it like, okay.
Right.
But golf's the craziest thing. The most important person you got to compete with is yourself. Because golf is a crazy mental game.
Yeah.
Like if you can't get the mental right, then you get one bad shot, you shot. Like you're done.
Yeah.
Golf's crazy. Patience is
I
huge
can't.
in golf. Well, we gotta get out with
Patience is
that.
the
We'll
word.
get out play
Yeah,
18
for
with it.
sure.
I'll come down to Charlotte.
Bet.
So outside of golf, what are some other things that you like to do and like to get into outside of football too?
I've been getting out, man. A little bit in the community. So like I said, I'm starting. I have my camp next.
Yes, sir.
You know
We
what I'm saying?
count. Yes, sir.
I got my camp in 2 weeks, and really I've been planning a lot about that. So I can't wait to do that. Even just seeing yours, man. Just seeing you in like the position that you're in, being able to come home, like you having your first annual camp.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
I'm trying to take things from yours and be like, dang, we could do this, whatever, do this and that. But I mean, even just seeing the kids and the impact that you have on them out here, like it's crazy. It's definitely motivating.
Appreciate it.
And I can't wait to get back to my community and do the same type of thing, have the same type of impact. So that's definitely been a big focus for me right now.
So is your camp in your hometown that you're at?
It's at the high school that
Oh wow, that's awesome.
That's tough.
It's at my old high school.
That's tough. That's tough. When you was 5'6", 5'6", 5'10".
They even
6'2".
recognize you out there?
You probably were like, coach will look at
I
you
hope
like,
so.
Is it the same
you know,
high school coach?
Nah, my high school coach retired since I left. But
Okay.
Okay.
yeah.
That so you starting to do some more community stuff, and I think that's something that we're all in our position are obligated to do.
Yeah.
You're not obligated, but I think it's something that we need to do more of because
Absolutely.
these kids look up to us so much. If you wear something, they're gonna wear it.
Mm-hmm.
If you put something on Twitter, if you put something on Instagram, a song, they're gonna be like, yo, Jeremy's just listening to this song. Boom, I'm about to listen to this song.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we have such an impact on not only people younger than us, people that are the same age, older, like, you have an impact on me. I don't know if I have an impact on you. This is the little things, when you surround yourself with people with contagious motivations and contagious, like, way of thinking, I feel like you're just grabbing from each other, and that's how you build a group of people, of a foundation of great men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think the only reason we're on this earth, once you make it to a certain status, is to give back. is to give it, because if you die with the information you did a disjustice to you and the people behind you. And the people the same age as you, really. So, I mean, I think that's big. I think that's big, bro.
You snap.
I mean, I learned.
He just dropped the gem real quick.
Did he though?
He just dropped the gem real quick. Okay.
I'm learning.
Spicy.
I'm learning as I go.
38. Welcome.
You already know the vibes. It's big 38. Hey, yes, sir. But
is he like this in the locker room?
Yes.
This all day.
This is Myles, man. It's 38.
This is me, huh?
this is me.
This is me.
What do you mean? I'm the same person day in and day out. Like, even when I'm tired, like, you might get a tired version, but it's the same version. It's the same person. You know what I'm saying? Jeremy, they know when I'm tired. I get to walking like this, like I'm a fat. Boy, I get to walking in, boy, it's over with after that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I got 2 surprise questions for you.
I don't know if you're ready for these 2.
You want 1 or 2?
Come on. What you mean?
You
Pick
want
one. 1 or 2.
2.
2.
We'll go 2-1, like 21.
All right.
Ooh,
Here we go.
21.
I like what you did right there. Hold on, I like what you did right there. 21. Alright, so look. NCAA came out in 2014.
Let me sit up. The game? We talking
We talking about
football.
the game. I'm gonna sit up for this.
Came out in 2014, the last game, right?
Right.
Who would you put on, since 2014, on the cover? Who would you put on the cover?
Who would I put on the
We
cover?
got a lot of
It could be anybody.
anybody
Anybody
from
from
2014 to now.
I gotta remember. 2014.
It's a toughie.
This is a tough one. A lot of options.
It's a great option, but I think your option is probably the worst out of all the options.
I don't. What are the options?
We can't give you the options.
You gotta pick
I gotta pick any college football player
that you think that is reasonable to be on the
cover
next
of
NCAA cover. Remember, it hasn't came out since 2014, so it gotta be like a
So there's
banger.
a lot of
It gotta be a banger. It can't be somebody like okay.
Mine's a banger.
No, it's not. It's okay. It's great.
okay.
It's a great pick.
It is.
Mine is.
I'm trying like
We can't give you
2014. Like that's a minute ago. I gotta.
It could be somebody new. It don't gotta be somebody back then. We got him. We got him in the pickle.
We got him.
We got him in the pickle, Sal.
Yeah, it's.
Stumped them.
If I don't know,
That's why I think.
He said the big 21 Saluki version. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Saluki Deuce on there.
I was gonna say you weren't 20. You were like
I
you were
was
2 at
2.
The Deuce.
Is that who you going with? Is that
Nah, that's not my answer.
Okay, respectfully.
That's not my answer. It wouldn't be bad though.
Would it be a bad
Would be a
pick?
bad pick.
I've seen the tape.
Dang. Who's a Heisman winner?
You want me to name some people?
No, you can't.
I'm gonna mix it up. All
right.
Kyler Murray, Lamar Jackson, Baker Mayfield, Joe Burrow, Derrick Henry. Who else we got?
You got Tua, Jalen Hurts,
Jared Judy, Jalen Waddle,
Devontae
Smith.
I'm gonna say LJ.
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes! I might be 3-0 again. I don't think anybody has picked Joe Burrow.
I picked Joe Burrow.
Tell him why, because he's
Undefeated, national champion, Heisman Trophy winner. When was that ever done?
his team made him that.
Yeah.
Correct, but what he impacted college football.
Didn't Cam do that?
I don't know if he was undefeated. Was he undefeated? Auburn undefeated?
Might have to go back and look.
But Cam wasn't in that time frame.
He wasn't in that time frame.
But he might have done that.
I just want to let you know.
We gotta look that up.
I'm 3-0 against.
I'm looking this up right now as we speak.
I'm 3.
Oh yeah.
Sal, I'm 3-0 against this man. 3-0, man. Joe Burrow. I can't wait for this. I can't wait till we cut all these up and just make it. Like, I'm gonna put it on your Instagram and I'm gonna be like, don't argue with me ever again. Like, we sat in here and argued for like 20 minutes.
He knows.
Really?
Cam was one.
Cam was 14-0.
I think on the big argument, he told me Cam didn't do this.
We gonna have to go back.
Did Tebow not do it either?
Did Florida go undefeated that year?
Oh my God! You said Joe Burrow was the only one. Yo, Jeremy, I appreciate you, dog. No kissing.
I don't.
No kissing.
Yes,
sir.
go now. No, I'm playing.
You
All right.
switch your answer.
So while he's looking that up, my next question: were you a Disney fan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Love
if
it.
you could go back, I need your top 3 Disney movies of all time.
Oh God. Top 3 Disney movies of all time.
Mm-hmm. I feel like you about to say some wild stuff right now.
But I'm trying to think, cause like I kind of get mixed up between like a Disney movie and like a Pixar movie.
I mean,
Is it the same?
whatever you want to say. I'll let you know if it's
Finding Nemo. Is that a Pixar or is that Disney?
That's the Pixar is Disney.
Pixar is. We'll keep
Disney.
it. We'll keep it. Finding Nemo. 1. Okay. Is this in order? Or we just go on top 3.
No order.
Okay, no order. Copy.
No order. Can I pick a series?
You can pick a series.
As one.
Yeah, throw it out there.
Toy Story.
Respectfully. Like the whole Toy Story saying.
Mm-hmm. The series. I mean, what?
I wasn't a big Toy Story guy, man.
Really?
Nah, I couldn't get into Woody.
You had to get into Woody.
Pause.
Oh, if need be.
Whoa, nah. Okay, Toy Story.
He said it. I just confirmed it.
Oh my God.
So, you know what I'm saying?
I'm still looking up this Tim Tebow.
Alright, so Finding Nemo. See, I wish I had a list, like, you know what I'm saying? Now I really gotta dig in the depths of my brain. What'd you pick? You probably picked High School Musical or something, didn't you?
Nah, I got some.
He sings when he
I sing,
sings.
man. You want me to name
No, don't.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh God.
Tell as old as time. You know that song?
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast? No?
That's your favorite movie? That's one of your favorite movies?
It's
Yes.
top three.
Top 3.
Bro?
Yeah.
I don't even know if I've like sat down.
His top one is wild though. Like he went and saw
That
this.
thing at the teapot.
Yes.
The singing
You want to know my
But
favorite?
his favorite one he went and saw on Broadway.
How does
Sang
a
it. Here he
bastard,
goes, watch.
orphan, son of a whore and a Scotsman drops in the...
Yeah.
Yes!
That's something. That Hamilton is crazy. Real.
I didn't say. Don't look at me like that. Like I ever said Hamilton was bad.
That Hamilton's crazy.
Bro, I saw it.
Hold on, I might have to. Hold on.
Ooh, we gotta think it. We gotta think it.
Lion King.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you,
So that's-
wait, hold on. You changing your top 3 right now?
Hold on.
He forgot about Hamilton.
Are we starting over?
I got. Dang, man.
Ooh, I got him in the pick.
Got him.
I got him stomped.
Finding Nemo.
He's thinking.
Finding Nemo. We sticking with Finding Nemo.
I like that
Are
pick.
you taking out Toy Story?
Nah, man, I'm rocking with those things.
All right, so we got
Hamilton is an honorable mention though.
respect.
It was
Hamilton's better than Finding Nemo.
It might be better. It might be better
But
overall.
it's his
If I'm
favorite.
going back and watching it right now, I'll probably rock
So
with
we got
Hamilton more than Finding Nemo. But as far as me coming up,
Did you know Finding Nemo, the conspiracy behind it is that Nemo means nothing in some language? I mean, or it means something. And that Nemo was never born. It's basically his dad was going through all the stages of grief. I watch a lot of conspiracies. But if you think about it, it's not letting Nemo go to school. I don't know the stages of grief, but you get what I'm saying. Look it up, I'm telling you.
Alright.
it sounds good.
It does sound good.
So we got Finding Nemo, Toy Story,
And Lion King.
And then honorable mention at Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Yeah.
We had no like.
What's your third?
So I got Beauty and the Beast, Hamilton, and Lion King.
I don't even
Lion King.
remember mine to be honest. But I know. Cool Runnings. Yo, he did it for like 10 minutes one day, like just straight saying.
Everybody look left. Everybody look right. Everybody look out. Standing spotlight.
That's not a bad option.
I'm him.
But like I had like Luck of the Irish was a good movie. Double Team. All like
Double Team. She sat there like this for like 10 minutes and said,
Those are some
"Jab."
movies that's coming on like Disney XD.
Disney XD.
Damn.
Yo, you just do it back.
It's like,
Just do it back.
Saying I'm old.
Old.
It's like,
You are old.
What?
Grandpa?
No, I was low-key thinking like 17.
Y'all were the same age?
Halloween Town.
Yeah.
Halloween Town.
Halloween
I
Town.
sleep on those.
Halloween Town's fire.
Shout out honorable mention to those two.
So Halloween Town's up there, definitely.
Yeah.
All the Halloween Towns are pretty good. The first one's the best.
First one's the best.
Yeah.
Easily.
You're not putting.
And y'all slept on 17 again because I said that too, but y'all slept on that.
I'm not. I wasn't a big 17. in the
17
game.
again was good.
It's cool.
I'm putting like jump in over that with Corbin Blue.
The Jump Rope movie.
He was probably.
He's a Disney guy. Big Disney guy.
I know Jump In.
Yeah, like
You was a Camp Rock fan too.
come on,
Yo.
come on.
I can't talk to him anymore.
Come on, that Nick Jonas when he on the Camp Rock 2 when he started rapping went crazy.
Did he?
What?
Yeah.
We didn't gotta cut that
Peace,
clip.
please.
Yeah, put that clip in there 'cause I don't remember that.
And I ask for it, then you're
How you know the words?
It sounds confusing. Honestly, to introducing me.
How do you know the words?
I watch Disney every night. I don't care. It is what it is. I watch Marvel and Disney. That's all I watch.
All right.
But
That's him.
Hey.
this is me.
To each their own.
But go on and sign us off with something that you want to tell the people, some advice.
Some last words of wisdom for him.
Anything that you want, go get it. Nah, but facts though. Real life.
100%.
That's
I
fact.
feel like if there's something that you want or something that you know what I'm saying, you desire to have in your life, just manifest it and then just go make it happen. Like it's not gonna happen until you believe it. Till it's in your mind and it's just like, all right, this is what it is.
And you gotta put the
And
work in, right?
there's no like waver, there's no like thought of like failing or whatever. Just like have your mind set on just making it happen. You might fail, you might mess up, whatever, but like the moment you get to putting that in your own head, like everybody else already trying to put it in your head. The world already trying to put the you can't do it in your head. So where you're at, your foundation has to be solid, man. So put that in your head. I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna do it, this is how I'm gonna do it, and I don't care what comes in between it. Make it
Bars. I like that.
Power of the tongue, man.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Dropping gems right there.
Yeah.
Power, dropping gems.
I
But
like that.
you already know we just had one of the best interviews, and this is me. Go like, comment, subscribe, because what?
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Because we're all friendly, baby.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, dog.
Appreciate y'all, man.
That was
Life.
good. That was awesome.
Off season.
All men are created equal. Some just work harder during the off season.
Let's work.